Welcome to the Tribunal. I'm Tanisha. Subscribing is how you claim your designated seat and stay inside this tribunal. We'd be honored to read your analysis in the comments. To gain access to the show, you must subscribe, have a seat in your designated seating, and begin commenting. The show will Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal.
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
Maybe needs to be toned down. Is there any thought at all regarding that?
Well, I guess that doesn't answer my question. My question is, what is bad? I would like to know, like, what is bad? What is it that I've done that is bad?
Exposing and having them people having sex unprotected for the world to see on your Patreon. People that were homeless, people that looked up to you, well, definitely Polo, I feel, and people that we all know are not mentally all there. It's one thing for me to talk about a guy if he talks about me, but for me to say, I'm gonna film you having sex, and you keep saying, well, they did it before, but we don't, but we, maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but now you're encouraging that. Now, what if they have a child and now the cycle continues, and that's something that you've dealt with that on your videos for years, and you know the problem that they had.
Did you not watch the video, Troy?
You just asked me what was the bad. I'm telling you what the bad is.
I'm saying that your points are, to me, invalid.
Okay.
Did you not watch the video? Jay said, I may already be pregnant. So you're putting stuff on me.
Oh my, help me God. She may already have been pregnant before you orchestrated and facilitated this so non-fashion fucking between these two mentally ill people, vulnerable, homeless, desperate, destitute people. She may have already been with child. You're not making it any better, Marcus. You're making it a lot worse. So now the girl may have been already pregnant. Are you fucking serious? That don't make it better. So now Polo in there putting his disease dingling in this already may have been pregnant person unprotected. So you may have very well orchestrated, and I'm not saying that this is the case. I'm saying it could be the case. Her potentially infecting the HIV virus. Would you not look at Polo and say, nigga, I don't even need a condom because I ain't sleeping with that. That boy could very well be over there carrying a virus. And you orchestrated and facilitated him to sleep with this girl that may already very well be pregnant. You lucky these ain't my kids. Ooh, sweet God. You lucky these ain't my motherfucking kids. Because I'd be on your ass like some draws, trick.
It's not on me.
You drove them to the place. Just because Jay said it. Jay, you talking about the lady with the red hair? You taking her credibility for anything?
Lord Jesus.
Did you not see the
Don't
video
call
with,
Jesus
with
Christ.
rapper
You look on the
One?
same line with Jesus when
Speaking
you
on
had that
Jay?
fucking sword in.
Okay, so you
That's
think
when you should have been
that
calling on the
they were
Lord.
lying when they said that they had already had sex?
I'm saying that I don't know if they were telling the truth.
Yes or no? Yes. So you're saying that you believe that they were lying? Because I believe they were telling the truth.
No, they may have been, they may not have been, but no way in the world am I taking you all to a room and filming y'all having sex and profiting from. I'm not doing that.
Why not?
One, nobody's been tested. Two, there's no protection as far as pregnancy. Three, the mental stability of all parties involved is very questionable.
Okay, so
I just gave you 3 reasons.
I'm right, and I'm going to respond to all 3 in one. If they've already done this before, then how is that on me? They've already done it. It's not on me. They've already done it.
You are assuming that they did it once, and then 2, just because they did it without you, now you're encouraging them to do it again. It's wrong behavior.
I mean, I think it's just adult behavior, honestly. Like, I don't see why this is seen as like this moral outrage. It's adult behavior.
It's irresponsible.
Why is this like such a like we're not all adults? And as though, listen, not only are we all adults, but also everyone knew what was going to be on that footage. So anyone that watched it willingly watched it. You don't have to watch it. You knew what was going to be on there.
Okay, so I'm back. That was my house cleaner, y'all. She's here. Thank the Dickens. My family's been going crazy. I've been working on the view of my content, right? Like over the past 2 months. And my house is upside down. Okay, I've been keeping the tribunal corner in a really good place, y'all, making sure they don't like destroy the tribune. The dungeon's still in place. That's why Marcus is in the dungeon right now with his dark ass. Okay. I didn't know that if I went to the Patreon, it takes a lot to get me to the Patreon, right? Because for the very most part, I can watch the meat and potatoes of content on YouTube. But if you got something over on that Patreon that's like, you know, the shit that you're keeping, you know, off of YouTube or whatever for whatever YouTube purposes, understandably so, but it's a must see and a must hear over on the Patreon. I'll pay a couple dollars to go over there and subscribe to your Patreon. I will, but I ain't going over there for no bullshit. I'm not going to your Patreon for no sexual exploitation of the mentally ill and the vulnerably challenged, deprived, homeless people that you have put on there. I definitely didn't know that was over there. I thank God I wasn't a person that was taken for the monetary amount of whatever he was charging for the Patreon. I think $5 a month, which isn't a bad price. You know, you get enough people over there, then you making some money, which he would have been with his dumb ass. But not for nothing, y'all. I don't encourage this. And I had stopped cussing on my YouTube channel, and Marcus done brought the cussing back out of me. Let me see if I can rebuke this demon, y'all, and get back to, you know, speaking without cursing, right? Because you know I definitely can. But some people will bring it out of you. Some people will bring the cussing right out of you, y'all. He talking about y'all knew what was going to be on the Patreon. Y'all knew what was up. I didn't know. I didn't know that he was over there filming homeless, mentally ill, challenged people having X. I had no idea he was doing that crap. That is disgusting. That is dark. That is dark for Marcus to be doing that.
That's, to me, it's like, are we not living in the real world? Is this not
Yeah, we're living in the real world, Marcus. Are you? None of us got up this morning and had the dumb idea, mentally ill people for the purpose of actual situations to a hotel and putting it on a fucking Patreon. When I got up this morning, I thought, okay, let me get to the matters of business at hand. Get my kids off to school, see my husband off to work. Let me think of some, things let me get my house cleaner on board to come over here today because they done turn my house upside down. And, let me get on some other business matters, see what we got going on, check in with my father, la-da-dee, la-da-da-da-da. Then let me get some content together. You've been in the dungeon for a couple now. Okay, yesterday I couldn't get to your ass because I had other matters at hand to deal with. But now I'm on your ass like some draws, nigga. You're in the dungeon at the tribunal, and it's hot in there. Drop some fire emojis in the chat if Marcus got the dungeon hot, as it rightfully so. Turn up those fire emojis so he can feel the heat. He's in the dungeon at the tribunal, and he is rightfully so there. Let's go.
Especially and everything else, all that stuff. Okay, I get that. I get your point about that. But is that a moral thing, or is that just something I need to do better, but not necessarily a moral thing? That makes me a bad person.
That's a health and safety thing. The amount of diseases that's running around here, for anybody to facilitate that is just.
He don't want to hear that
so
shit.
I'm responsible for the epidemic of
That's what I heard.
No, you're not responsible, but I'm saying you're adding to it. You're adding to it.
Am I? If they've already done it, am I for real? I mean, I get it, but
see, you're stuck on this. They've already done it, so now it's okay for me to film it. I don't care if they shot out heroin or smoked crack rocks in the past. It's not okay to film it because it is dangerous behavior. Why is that not? Why? It's like we're on opposite planets. I mean, I don't.
Thank you.
I mean, I guess so, man. I guess so. I honestly just see it as me just showcasing reality and just a more explicit version of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something that I had to talk them into doing or anything like that. They wanted to do it. They have done it before. They said that before I said anything about them doing it. So they came in the car telling me, yeah, we're together and we done did it this many times and this and that and the third, and he's the same size.
Why are these the conversations that Marcus is having with these people? I watch the interviewers because I want to know, what's going on around the world around us, right? What's outside that door when we walk outside our doors, right? With our families, our loved ones, our grannies, our children, our kids. I want to know these type of things, right? So I watch the interviewer sectors or whatever have you. I've never seen them get in any type of conversations with the people like this. I've never seen it. Why are y'all having these conversations? The conversations that one would think that he would be having with these people would be something like this. So, what brought you here? What are your goals? Is there anything particular, maybe since Marcus is being their personal Uber or whatever, driving these homeless people around and all this shit? He taking them out to Ruth Chris and all this bullshit. You need to take them niggas down to the clinic. Okay, need to go to the clinic. Need to go to like some job readiness training, some on-the-job training, some programs, organizations for mothers, for people that are on the streets, programs. I know Atlanta got them because it's full of the bullshit. So I know they got, they must have some programs in place where people can go to get the help that they need to try to lead them in a better place. Why are y'all sitting in the car talking about this trash? Why are you having these low-level, low-vibrational, low-energy conversations with these people out here in the ATL streets? And the ATL streets are lit up about it, girl. They are lit up about you, Marcus, and they're on a hunt for your ass. You better be somewhere down the Bible study with a little Bible and a puppy. Like, no, I'm at Bible study. I'm at Bible class. Because this is some bullshit.
Blah, 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 blah. So it's like, what are we living in, like Disneyland or something? Or like, is this the real world? Like, they're adults and they've done it before, and like y'all are acting like I master manipulated them into doing this stuff, and
So Marcus is also joining the no accountability sector of the dungeon. He's in the no accountability section of the dungeon as a grown man. You should know better. You should know better. You should know better. So you're telling me that you come from a background of people that have given you the understanding that you should safeguard yourself from becoming one of these mentally deprived, challenged, drug-induced, liquor demons, that you've been advised not to live this way for your life, but you're encouraging others to do it for the purpose of exploitation on a YouTube and Patreon channel. Okay.
Told them don't put a condom on and all this stuff. Like what?
But you didn't tell them to put a condom on. I think you're being.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know?
Because you could have shut it down. You could have shut it down. You could have shut it down.
If they didn't want to, if they listen, if they have already had sex without a condom and they don't want to use a condom, can I force them to use a condom?
Yeah. If you're filming them, I'm not filming you. I'm not filming unsafe behavior for the world to see.
I'm not filming no.
Okay, well, I get it, but you know, I'm sure that moving forward, like I say, I'll be able to have all of the proper stuff so that, you know, they can sign off on that stuff. And, you know, most porn that I see is unprotected. So I don't know, like, I get what you're saying, but, you know, most of the time when I see people have sex online, it's unprotected. So I don't see why, again, you know, obviously, I'm sure you've watched porn before, correct?
I've watched porn before, as well as being somewhat familiar with some of the requirements and responsibilities that people who create responsible porn, they do. They have condoms or they get tested. They go get tested on a regular basis and protection.
How did Gucci Third Leg end up infecting all type of women and stuff like that, right?
That's even more reason why you should be pressing protection, because you know what can happen.
Close the dungeon doors on Marcus. Please make sure that nigga is chained to the wall. Please make sure that Marcus is chained to the dungeon wall. He is not to escape for the fear of him continuing these demonic behaviors. Make sure he is locked. He is chained to the wall in the dungeon. If I see that ninja creeping up the stairs, y'all are in trouble, tribers. Don't let that ninja free out the dungeon. He's in the dungeon until further notice.
That's all I'm saying. I just don't agree. I don't agree that it makes me like this devil.
No.
So I get what you're saying. It can be done better. I get that.
Let me say this, and I've said this from the beginning. If you listen with dear self, we call people come on. I've never said you were the devil. All right. The names, I've never said that. I feel you have done a lot of good. All right. Hell, you've done a lot of good for my damn channel. I got this computer because I'm talking about you. Okay.
We don't hear that shit.
Well, I think that you've been fair. Like I say, I can say that, you know, I can't think of any hard examples off the top of my head where I've seen you or witnessed you be unfair. So I can say that. I just also, I can just kind of breathe a little bit and, you know, explore and try to figure out, you know what I'm saying, how I can. I'm sorry.
No, you're missing my point. I'm sorry. I'm saying, say you have 1,000 people on your Patreon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this may not be a popular view. You have 1,000 people on your Patreon. I'm willing to say 500 of those people are on the hate train. And all I'm saying is the hate train is making you, is really helping you.
No, it's not.
All right, that might have been a stretch. I might have pushed it too far. That might have been a stretch.
It's like everybody always says, right? All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. So I would rather just have the 700 people that would be over there just enjoying the content, everything else, instead of coming over, paying money just to be outraged. Like, is that like not a mental illness?
No, people love to be. They pay to scare themselves in a horror movie. They pay to scare themselves on the roller coaster. They pay to be outraged on the internet. Why is that so abnormal to you and not understand that that's normal behavior? That's normal behavior. Now, Polo in the room, that's not noble behavior. But go ahead.
Let me tell you something, man. Life is short. Life is short. So I get it, man. But I think that people should spend time doing things that they enjoy, spending time with their family, their loved ones, things like that.
So you're telling us that you enjoyed what you did on the Patreon with these people? Because I'm spending time doing what I enjoy with my family and friends. And it don't include what you did on that Patreon. Y'all like and subscribe. We're about to go over to some other controversial, reactions to Marcus. I've heard enough of Marcus. Y'all chime in and let me know what y'all think. We're going to listen to the granny. Okay, she been talking, y'all. She been talking. We're going to listen to a little bit of her. But before we...
Welcome to Tanisha's Tribunal.
Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for updates.
Bless the channel by Cash App at $sign the Tribunal 1. Join the tribe.
Okay. Let's get in here with the granny, y'all. Drop it down. Would y'all ever risk life and limb and everything that you work for in your life to do something this stupid? I definitely wouldn't. And I wouldn't advise you, because you will end up at the tribunal, in the dungeon, chained to the wall, like Marcus.
To tell y'all know I'm news too. I just try to go on the Patreon and they have removed Marcus' channel. It say his channel is not up there no more. I don't know what he done did. I don't know if it's because of that Polo video. I don't know, but I think it's because of that Polo video and Kelsey, because they took Polo and Kelsey video down this morning. It was gone. Now I just went on there to finish watching Maya's, and it say his page gone. So they done took his page over there at the Patreon. That doggone video with Polo, that shit was out of control, like really out of control. It was.
Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to talk about something that really caught my attention today. A subscriber named Tracy, the woman that you saw at the beginning of the video, she is a YouTube subscriber to Marcus's channel, Atlanta Street Interviews, and she recently subscribed to his Patreon channel. And I am so happy that she did, because I was curious about his Patreon channel, because, I was interested in kind of learning more about Maya. So I was thinking about subscribing, but then at the same time, I was kind of like unsure. So when she came out with this video, it talked about it. It just really, it was confirmation that I'm glad I didn't subscribe to the Patreon channel. Basically, she says that this Patreon video that was posted by Marcus of Polo and the redhead chick, I guess his roommate that's living with Polo, they had some inappropriate scenes. She mentioned that she noticed some extremely inappropriate content. And she says that what she saw was totally disgusting and completely unacceptable. I mean, the way she was describing this, it seemed like it was lightweight corn, if you know what I mean. And, that made me, hearing this made me look at Marcus in a whole different light. She did mention that after she saw this content, not long after, the Patreon channel was taken down. So, I mean, I'm still in disbelief. I don't know what's going on with Marcus in his life. Again, this is all alleged, for entertainment purposes, but I don't know if he's going through financial difficulties where he's like so desperate for content, because I've started watching Marcus when he was interviewing homeless people and trying to help them and getting them, cash apps and stuff like that. That was the platform I liked, but some reason he's trying to transition to corn and, filming women dance and,
couples doing, inappropriate things that should be on OnlyFans, not Patreon. Patreon, of course, you could discuss certain
Thank
topics that you can't discuss on YouTube, but you can't film certain things like that. That's an OnlyFans type of content. I, I don't know. I'm really disgusted by Marcus hearing this. I'm very disgusted and disappointed. I don't usually, pass judgment on people. It's just that, and it made me look at Polo different too. Like, come on, Polo. You was the goofy guy, the fun guy, the happy guy. Now you are done let this man talk you into this. Now I can't even look at you the same. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what he's going through, but I just need to let Marcus know he needs to tread lightly because YouTube is already looking at him and not in a good way. So, and this is Marcus's livelihood, this YouTube stuff. So he really needs to, really get his mind together and get back to what we all followed him from the beginning, interviewing people. So I don't know, you guys. I'm just shocked. I just would like to know your guys' thoughts. Do you guys feel like Marcus is going through something? Is he?
Yeah, we don't care. So that was that. Go over there and like and subscribe her page. Let's listen to a little bit of what Sheena had to say. Okay, girl.
Tricks and making her money. I said, oh, he has a call-in line. Check them out. Break. Oh, so they on a break. That means get to screwing like a dog in heat, huh? They never was together like that. That was to fool us because we was talking shit about him opening up a whole house. So he said, okay, I ain't going to do no whole house. I'm going to do it out of the hotel. Really? Nasty. You know why they on a break. It's time for him to go get nasty and do all this nasty stuff. For some reason, it's always a break in between.
So hold on, y'all. Sheena had another one before this one. Let me get to that.
You couldn't find on an injury. Copy. I'm just getting on.
This isn't it. Hold on, y'all. Here we go.
About okay. I really am. So I don't know yet. But I'm gonna let the new people know what you've been doing. I'm gonna put the old files together like they brand new. All right. I said, oh my God, I don't know what else to do. So let me share this little lady real quick. And if you don't think nobody cares or why everybody's saying something, because they didn't sign up for that. But thank God it's gone. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Shout out to the people that reported that. All right.
But I think my ear run because they to the police. I don't feel nobody said.
Well, all of a sudden now that Maya trying to be the center of attraction, Quita get boxed up now. Yeah, and they got into it. But I don't know, some kind of fishy about that. But yeah, Maya was doing the most on there on the Patreon. Yeah.
I was honored to have you all here. Keep your subscription in good standing for your all access pass to the tribunal. Turn on notifications so you never miss your chance to examine the facts. Keep your designated seat. This tribunal is